for success. Attitude is equally as important as ability. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. 1 hour of life, crowded to the full with glorious action, and filled with noble risks, is worth whole years of those mean observances of paltry decorum, in which men steal through existence, like sluggish waters through a marsh, without either honour or observation. To all, to each, they fare good night, and pleasing dreams, and slumbers light. Success or failure in business is caused more by the mental attitude even than by mental capacities. Faces that have charmed us the most escape us the soonest. All men who have turned out worth anything have had the chief hand in their own education. A lawyer without history or literature is a mechanic, the mere working mason. If he possesses some knowledge of these, he may venture to call himself an architect. To the timid and hesitating everything is impossible because it seems so. If a farmer fills his barn with grain, he gets mice. If he leaves it empty, he gets actors. We build statues out of snow, and we to see them melt. Discretion is the perfection of reason, and a guide to us in all the beauties of life. He that climbs the tall tree is won right to the fruit. He that leaps the wide gulf should prevail in his suit. Oh, many a shaft that random sent finds Mark the archer little meant, and many a word that random spoken may soothe or wound the heart that's broken. Many miles away there's a shadow on the door of a cottage on the shore of a dark Scottish lake. Success, keeping your mind awake and your desire asleep. Of all vices, drinking is the most incompatible with greatness. The rusty nail placed near a faithful compass will sway it from the truth, and wreck the argosy. Love rules the court, the camp, the growth, and men below, and saints above, for love is heaven, and heaven is love. Each age has deemed the new-born year the fittest time for festal cheer. There is a vulgar incredulity, which in historical matters, as well as in those of religion, finds it easier to doubt than to examine. Teach your children poetry. It opens the mind, lends grace to wisdom, and makes the heroic virtues hereditary. Unless a tree has borne blossoms in spring, you will vainly look for fruit on it in autumn. He is the best sailor who can't steer within fewest points of the wind, and exact the motive power out of the greatest obstacles. How pleasant it is for a father to sit at his child's board. It is like an aged man reclining under the shadow of an oak which he has planted. what I have to say is far more important than how long my eyelashes are. The half hour between waking and rising has all my life proved propitious to any task which was exercising my invention. It was always when I first opened my eyes that the desired ideas thronged upon me. The race of mankind would perish did they cease to aid each other. We cannot exist without mutual help. All therefore that need aid have a right to ask it from their fellow men, and no one who has the power of granting can refuse it without guilt. What is a diary as a rule? The document useful to the person who keeps it, dull to the contemporary who reads it, and invaluable to the student, centuries afterwards, who treasures it. It is wonderful what strength of purpose and boldness and energy of will are roused by the assurance that we are doing our duty.